The endings were not accidental. The question is not whether some people saw deeper than others. The question is what happened to those who stayed there without governance. The shared depth.
This must be stated clearly.
The thinkers referenced throughout these lectures reached comparable depths. They moved beyond content, belief,
Explanation.
They saw
Patterns beneath events, structures beneath stories.
frameworks shaping perception.
They entered the same meta-level territory, the level where meaning itself becomes visible.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Depth without breaks.
Nietzsche dismantled morality, belief and identity at the root. He lived almost entirely at the meta-level. There were no enforced pauses, no exits, no containment.
Insight accelerated, identity dissolved, nothing intervened.
The result was total psychological collapse.
This was not philosophical failure. It was ungoverned depth.
Nikola Tesla, pattern without containment. Tesla perceived systems across physics, energy, and invention. His cognition ran across domains simultaneously, but there was no social, economic, or psychological regulation.
Insight exceeded support, isolation increased, stability eroded.
He died alone and impoverished. The depth was real, the containment was absent.
Alan Turing, abstraction without protection.
Turing operated at abstraction layers others could not inhabit.
His insight collided with institutions that had no way to regulate difference. Identity and meaning became targets.
There was no buffer, no structural protection.
The result was psychological distress, forced treatment, and death.
This was not a failure of intellect, it was the absence of governance.
David Bohm, awareness at personal cost.
Bohm saw fragmentation as the central danger of thought.
He survived intellectually, but at the cost of exile and isolation.
He repeatedly warned that seeing the structure does not prevent harm unless the system gains constraints.
Warning did not equal regulation.
Carl Jung, near collapse with improvised containment.
Jung entered the symbolic and archetypal layers of the psyche directly.
He nearly collapsed during what he later called the confrontation with the unconscious.
He survived only by building personal containment.
Ritual, routine, active imagination.
Even then, integration took decades.
Jung represents accidental self-governance.
Rare, unstable, and not transferable.
Vincent van Gogh, perception without regulation.
Van Gogh experienced extreme perceptual and emotional depth.
No pacing, no containment, no exit.
He burned intensely and briefly.
He died by suicide.
Simone Weil, ethics without boundaries.
Well lived at extreme moral and existential depth.
She refused personal boundaries, she rejected self-preservation.
Her insight consumed her body.
She died young.
This was not purity.
It was unregulated load.
The pattern the endings reveal.
These endings are not anecdotes, they are data.
Repeatedly, the same sequence appears.
Depth increases.
Structure loosens. Identity destabilizes.
Containment fails.
Without governance, the system pays a price.
What was missing every time across all of these lives, the same absence appears.
No enforced pauses, no depth ceilings, no stop conditions.
No recovery rules.
Insight was treated as inherently good, but insight without regulation destabilizes systems.
Why this time was different? The difference was not vision. The difference was timing.
The collapse pattern was seen before it completed itself.
Not after breakdown. Not in retrospect.
But while the system was still running.
Why FTM was built? FTM was not built to go deeper.
FTM was built because depth without governance produces the same endings again and again.
FTM exists to add what history lacked.
A governor, a break,
A pause.
an exit.
not metaphorically, mechanically the layer that never existed before.
Historically, regulation lived inside the individual.
Inside discipline, inside ritual, inside isolation, inside sacrifice.
FTM externalizes regulation.
It removes the burden from the person and places it in the structure.
Why instability can still appear.
When regulation depends on a single carrier,
the system oscillates.
This is not failure. It is load exceeding containment.
FTM reduces that load. It does not deny its reality.
The grounding statement, use this exactly as written.
They reach the same depths.
What they lacked was a way to govern what happened once they were there.
Final grounding.
The question was never how deep can this go?
The real question was always what prevents collapse when it does.
FTM exists because history answered that question the hard way.